Very good morning to all my dear students. So let us proceed towards what we had ended up yesterday. So what was the yesterday's portion was where Portia has already broke out the fact that if it happens, like if he is ready to take the penalty, that is the pound of flesh, he has to not to drop even a single blood from Antonio's body, okay, as well as the pound of flesh should be exact a pound, would not be even a hair should not make it any difference. So that was the condition, as well as and then on the listening to that condition, now Shylock is ready to return back, okay. So what he is telling is, okay, give me the share, that is 3 times the double of what I have given, okay, and then I will dismiss the this case. So justice is gone. So that was the thought, but again Portia is telling that that is not possible because you are a foreigner. So a foreigner could will not be able to come and attack a Venetian, that is Antonio, and if it happens, then all his half of the property will be given to the victim, that is Antonio, and half of the property will be confiscated by the state, okay. So that was the condition. Now Antonio Shylock is totally broke out now, and Antonio Portia also tells that if you want to take mercy, you have to beg down in front of the Duke, because your life will be decided whether you will be hanged or whether you will be left. So that will be decided by the Duke. So it's your turn to pardon, ask apology, okay, to the Duke. That was said by Portia. Now let us see what Shylock does. So Antonio, on that note, Antonio is also very eager to speak. So what he is saying is, beg that thou must have leave to hang thyself, and yet thy wealth being forfeit to the state, thou hast not left the value of a cord. Okay, therefore you must be hanged at the state's charge. Now Antonio Grisanio is saying, as the Duke's permission, okay, is to hang yourself. If the Duke happens to give a permission to hang yourself, that will also be not possible. Why? Because your wealth, which will be confiscated by the state, and half of the property will be given to Antonio. So you will have nothing, not even a paisa in your hand, okay. So that makes that you will not be able to even buy a rope of your own, understood. So that means that hanging also will be taken at the expense of the state. So that was said by Grisanio, okay. Now let us see what the Duke says. Thou shalt see the difference of your spirit, I pardon thee thy life before thou ask it, okay. Now Duke is saying, you will see the difference of humanity, understood. I was continuously telling you to give a pardon, to show sort of mercy, but you didn't. So, but I am not that sort of person. I will give you pardon before you ask me, so before you apologize me, okay. So this is the difference between a Christian and a Jew. I grant your life, Shylock, before you ask for it. And then further the Duke adds, saying, for half thy wealth it is Antonio's, the other half comes to the general state, which humbleness may drive unto a fine, okay. And he is telling, okay, I am giving you life, okay, life to live, but half of your property will be going to Antonio, while the other half will belong to the state, as mentioned, okay. But if you show any kind of humanity and admit that you are guilty, okay, I may reduce your sentence to a fine only. Instead of confiscating half of your property that would come to the state may impose a fine on you and let you go with the rest of your property, understood. So but if I will show some sort of mercy, if you really apologize, then half of the property that you will be given to the state, instead of taking the whole half, I will only take the share of a fine that would cost, because you were posed, you almost pose a threat to a person, right. So that penalty will be taken by me, and rest I will give you for your living. That was only when you will really apologize for what you have done. That means you have to be guilty, okay. Now on that note, Portia speaks, the state can reduce its own share to a fine, but cannot touch the portion that goes to Antonio. Okay, half of the portion can be done anything with the state. A state can decide, government can decide, duke can decide what is to be done with the half of the share that is going to the government, state. Understood? But the half that is going to Antonio will be totally under him. Nobody can decide what is to be done with that amount, with that share. Okay. Then Shylock, no, take away my life. Take away everything, don't pardon me. Yes, a person without, that means he, first and foremost, this person is not guilty at all. Till the end, he is never guilty. Okay, and he doesn't want to apology. And secondly, all his wealth will be taken, then he will be shattered, as he is a very greedy kind of person. We came to know when Jessica had eloped, he is telling, I want all my jewelry, even I will take back everything what I have. When my daughter is buried in the ground, I will take away all. That means he is not even bothered where his daughter has gone, he is only bothered about his wealth. Okay, the way he was on the street, no, he was telling, oh my ducats, oh my daughter, confused state of mind. So that shows that the greediness of Shylock. So then that's why that note makes him to say that don't pardon my life. I don't want to see my life begging or with a half of a penny begging here and there. I don't want to spend that kind of life. I have a very luxurious kind of life. I cannot compromise. Okay. Then when you take away the pillar which supports my house, so you automatically take away my house. Yes, you are taking away my house, the living, the only source is that my property which will be taken by the state as well as the half. What will I do with my life? Now that you have taken away my wealth by which I live, you have taken away my life too along with it. Yes, so everything is gone. What will I do living? Okay, then Portia, can you show him any kind of mercy, Antonio? Then Portia is asking, Antonio, what do you say on this? Okay, then Bassanio is speaking to Antonio, for God's sake, nothing except the present of a rope which he may hang himself with. Please don't show any kind of mercy because he was almost to kill you. Understood? Don't show a kind of generosity because this person doesn't deserve that. This person was about to kill you before a moment, no? So, a moment earlier, so we should not show mercy. Please, the only mercy that you will be showing is by giving away him a rope, okay, to hang himself. But now Antonio speaks. Let us see what he speaks. He says that I shall be glad if the Duke and the court be pleased to remit the fine for the forfeiture of half of his wealth which is due to the state, provided he allows me to have the other half in trust, which I shall make over after his death to the gentleman. So he is telling, okay, the half of the property that is to be given to the state, that is decided by the state itself, but the half that will be given to me, I really want that to be given to him himself, okay, and that after his death will be given to another gentleman rather than giving it to me. That means until he is alive, let him have his property, but once he dies, his property will be given to the gentleman. Now who is that gentleman? It's not him, okay. He is saying who in the recent past eloped with his daughter. So who is he? The gentleman proposed by Antonio to have the share of and Shylock's property after his death would be Lorenzo, his son-in-law, okay. So there are two conditions, there are two more conditions if he agrees then, Shylock. First one will be, he should immediately become a Christian, okay, and secondly, that he should legally execute a document here in the court, leaving all his property to his son-in-law Lorenzo and his daughter after his death. Yes, first one will be, he has to convert himself to Christianity, a Jew converting to Christianity. This is a very, very big thing for Shylock, who is really proud enough to be a Jew. He is always boasting himself to be a Jew, and he always thinks Christians to be inferior, okay, and himself to be a superior. That superiority complex is within Shylock. I don't think he will do it, but let us see what he does further. And then the second thing is he has to sign an agreement there and then that after his death all his property will be given to Lorenzo and Jessica. Okay. Then Duke, he must do this, otherwise I shall withdraw the pardon that I granted just now. And so it definitely has to do whatever you are saying it is correct. If he doesn't do, then I have the power, I can do whatever I feel. Portia. Now are you satisfied, Shylock? Have you anything to say on this? Shylock, okay, I am satisfied. At least until he is alive, he is getting some share. So he has to be happy. There is no other option. Portia, let the court clerk prepare the document. Okay, let us wait for the document then. Shylock, please allow me to leave to the court, for I do not feel well. Send the document to me on later. I will sign it. Okay, I am really unwell. I am not feeling good. So I just want to go home. You just send that document to me. I will just sign and give it. Okay, that means he doesn't want to face the situation anymore. He just want to leave from there. Court say. Okay. Now Duke, you may go now, but you must sign the document. Do not forget. Okay. Gressanio, yeah, you will have 2 godfathers at your christening ceremony, but if I had been the judge, I would have 10 more, making the jury of 12 men who could have decreed your hanging and not your christening. He is saying, really you have 2 godfathers. Godfathers means one is above heaven and the second one is Antonio, who has granted him life. This and he is saying, yes, if I would be a judge, if I would be a duke, then I would 10 times make my people aware that he has to be hanged rather than giving him life to become a Christianity, understood, to convert himself. So that would be my decision, but I am not a judge. I am just Gressanio. But he was just speaking what is inside his heart. He has really very much hatred towards Shylock, first and foremost, because he was hating Christian, as well as second, he was almost to kill Antonio. Everybody is hurt. Okay. Okay, then let us see. Portia. No. Okay, and Shylock leaves. Okay, Duke, I request you, sir, to dine with me at my house. Requesting Antonio. Sorry, Duke is requesting to Portia, let us have a dinner. Okay, Portia is very much praised by everybody there. Now, Portia, I would humbly ask you to excuse me because I have to go to Padua this very night, and it would be better if I start right off. Portia finished, her job is done. She wanted to save Antonio, that was the only thing for what she had disguised as a lawyer and she had come. Now she wants to go back because she doesn't want to show her identity to her husband. Bassanio was present there. Okay, so she refused. Duke, I am sorry that you have no time to spare. Antonio must reward this gentleman properly. I think you are much indebted to him. Yes. So Duke is telling, I think you should have a good talk with this lawyer who has saved you. Okay, Portia, Balthazar. This guy is lawyer. So you have to, because it's only because of him that you have saved now yourself. So Bassanio, worthy sir, I and my friend have been saved today for severe penalties by your legal skill and learning. So you have almost saved everything. You saved our money, you saved our life, my friend's life. That means you are indebted. We owe our life to you. He is speaking to his own wife. We therefore request you to accept the 3,000 ducats due to the Jew as a small recompense for the trouble you have kindly. So, okay, only one small as a token of love, as a token of respect, gratitude, we are offering you that 3,000 ducat which we are about to give. Please take it. This is a small share for you, as you have done a great deed that can never be equalized, but still we are giving it. Please take it. Antonio, and in addition to this, we shall always owe you a depth of gratitude and love. Isn't that love and gratitude and that respect that you have in our eyes will never be will never be matched with anything. Okay. So still we are giving you this offering, a small one. Please take it. Portia, what she speaks, see, a person who is pleased with his work is sufficiently rewarded. The way you are rewarding me on my work, that is my gift. First and foremost, I am pleased that I have been able to save you, and I consider it reward enough. That means she had already made up her mind to save Antonio, and that itself is a prize money for her. Okay, she is saying that. I never looked on for gain. She is saying, I am not a person who always see for profit. I wanted to save you, I saved you, that's my gift. Okay, I am really happy. If you know me that we will meet again with best rewards, I bid you goodbye. I just want whenever we see each other, you not to forget us, you just greet us. That is the only gift I want, rather than all this money and all. Okay. Bassanio, dear sir, I must press you further to accept something from us that may remind you of us. Except it is as a present, not as a fee. Okay. Yes, you want us to remember us always, no? So there should be a kind of there should become some kind of what to say, that that will keep on identifying a person. Okay, that kind of so that keep us remembering a person. So kind of present, that would be not in the form of a fee, it's just for a token of remembrance. Okay. So I beg you two things of you. First, not to refuse your present, and secondly, to excuse me for my request. So two things, he is saying that you will not refuse to whatever present we give you. Okay. And secondly will be that you excuse me for your request. Please make a request, whatever you want. Okay. And then now Portia speaks. As you are pressing us much, I shall agree. Okay, you are giving us a lot of pressure to ask something, then okay, fine. Now he is speaking. Portia says to Antonio, give me your gloves, I shall wear them in your memory. The gloves that you are wearing, Antonio, you give it to me, so that will remind me of you. Okay. Now and to Bassanio is saying, as a token of our friendship, okay, I shall take this ring from you that you are wearing, Bassanio. What do you take away from your hand? I will take nothing more, and I am sure you will not refuse me. He's like, yes, okay, fine, you are asking me, so then give it that ring that you are wearing, that you are in your finger. Okay. Now that ring is being given by Portia herself to Bassanio. Understood? And not to depart was the thing. No, that was a like a ring when they got married. That time, just as a token of love, was given by Portia to Bassanio. Now what Bassanio says, let us see. Why this ring is a pretty thing, Bassanio. I shall not put myself to shame on offering it to you. Yeah, this is a great gift. Okay, and I think I will not be able to refuse you at all. Okay, Portia. Okay, I will accept nothing else than this ring. I think that I have taken a fancy for it. Saying, I don't know, I don't see it is costly or expensive or whatever. I just felt this is quite fancy, this is quite stylish, I just like it. So you are just asking me to give something, I just want this, nothing else. Now Bassanio, it is not the price of the ring that matters. It's actually, I am not like refusing you not to give the ring because of its price or something. Do not take me wrong. Okay. But it is much more to me. The ring is more than a price, it is much more to me. So that is the reason. Okay. It has great sentimental values because that was given by his wife. So please excuse me for not giving this ring. Okay. I will get everything. I will give you most precious ring that will find in Venice. Okay. And I promise you that I will be giving you the most expensive ring that you ever see. But and then Portia, well sir, you are a kind of generous in making the offers only. Okay, let us pause here. We will be doing the other portions in our next class. Okay, till then please do going through line wise and also keep on studying in a very good manner. Thank you, sir.